Hello, my name is Catherine Corley, and I'm a case manager for Helping Hands. I've been working with them for 3 years now, and my client today's name is Jeanette. She's having a few issues regarding finding a part-time job and surgery on her feet. So I'm going to go in and see what we can do to help her today. Hello, Jeanette. My name is Catherine,
Hi, Catherine.
and I'll be your case manager.
Okay.
I work for Helping Hands.
All right.
Okay. Before we start, I'd like to tell you that everything we talk about is confidential.
All right.
If your doctors need any information from what we talk about, you'll have to sign release forms
Okay.
before they can get the information. Okay, so why don't you tell me a little bit about what's happening?
Okay. Well, just about to have my last and final possible surgery to fix my foot. I've had both feet worked on. This is surgery number 11. Yeah, it's been a long road. So I'm hoping this one works.
Okay. What do you plan on doing once your feet are fixed?
I want to go back to work, at least part-time. I am on disability. And that's a nice answer, but it's not.
Right,
So,
right, okay. So the doctor said this will be the last surgery.
he can't work on the other foot because it's like Swiss cheese bones. There's holes in it, so it fractures when I step. So I have to get one good foot, and this is it.
Okay. And you're not happy being on just
Absolutely
disability.
not.
You want to be... Okay. I know it's hard to talk about, but it's actually a really great thing that you really want to be back out there in the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
So you trust your doctor.
Yes, he's awesome.
Okay. So you won't have to switch doctors.
No, I only trust him.
Okay.
His hands were tied a little bit as far as what he could do because of my insurance. It wasn't because of what he wanted to do.
Okay.
I finally have good enough insurance he can do what he needs to do.
All right. So it seems like the clear focal point here is your main goal would be to get the part-time job.
Yes. Yeah. Just
Okay.
to be an active person in society again would be good.
All right. Okay. So you have one surgery. When's your surgery coming up?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Okay. So that's very soon.
Right there.
Very soon. That's great. I'm glad you're getting that done as soon as possible. It's springtime, so it's a great time, get that healed up. You won't have to worry about winter and snow and all of that.
Very
while
hard to
you're
get
healing.
rides and stuff, yes.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
difficult.
Okay, so what have you done for past successes?
Unfortunately, with what they've done or been able to do for my feet, both of them,
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been a lot of success. So this is going to be my first run at something for real because they're doing a major reconstruction on the foot.
Okay.
So it's going to be, the heal time's very different and very extreme.
Right.
I've had to rely on medicines to get me through a day, every day. And it's pain or tired. Take your pick.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Your doctor had mentioned that you used to own a store.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it was kind of a grocery store combination bakery. Kind of strange, but that's kind of me. I learned a lot, and I had a wonderful time. I did more socializing, I think, at work than I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want that.
Okay,
or at
that's
least
great.
part-time, I want something like that.
Yep. Having a store is a wonderful thing. I can see that it made you happy when you had the store.
Extremely.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So what's keeping you back from getting the part-time job? You need to have your feet fixed, which you are already having a surgery to get done.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would need my help with in overcoming these issues to get a part-time job?
Well, the heal time's important. If I mess up and I do something wrong during my heal time, I'm going to mess up my own surgery and success. I need to be able to recuperate the way it's supposed to. When it's time, I need to get to physical therapy, which is a lot of rides. I obviously have no car of my own. Living on disability, you don't have a car of your own very often. Again, I had the store, so I didn't have a lot of income to show.
Mm-hmm.
So it messed up my disability quite a bit too.
Okay.
So yeah, if you could help me in that direction, make sure I do the right thing and make sure I can get to the right places, that would be awesome.
Okay. Yep, that's something we can definitely work out. Okay, so what kind of plan would you like to see in place for the next, let's say, your heal time will probably be 6 weeks?
They say 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will come here probably once a month
Okay.
up until you get to your point where you can move on.
Yes,
Because your heal time does take a long time.
it does.
So once a month until then, and then we'll go to once a week
Okay.
and get you going and back on track.
That sounds really good.
Okay. So you have your surgery. That's step 1 in the plan. You'll have your surgery and heal time. What would you like to see happen after you're done healed?
After it's all healed, I need to try to get back out there. I have been so shut in, not shut in, but shut in, that I'm not connected to the outside world anymore. If I'm going to go back to work, I need to be reintegrated into the workforce, the social media, everything. I've just been disconnected.
Okay. So maybe some support groups.
Yeah, if there's other people out there struggling, that would help.
Oh, I know there is. You're not the only one here. So I will find, when it's closer to time, I'll find some resources for support groups.
That sounds good.
Maybe a career center.
Yeah, and
Forget
kind
what
of
they're
like
called.
something to do with my resume that looks really bad now.
Oh, yeah, we can work on your resume too.
My resume, I've been this surgery, that surgery, doesn't sound good to an employer.
Yeah, we can definitely work on your resume. That is for sure.
Homemaker doesn't cut it for 10 years. So, you
The
know.
Career Center also has a big resume program where you go in and sit down and they will help you fill
Okay.
out everything. And they give you good, I forgot the word. References.
See. Yeah.
They could give you a good reference too.
Okay.
References is something you're gonna need.
Kind of lacking.
Right.
Unless it's my family and they tell you I can really cook well, it's not going to work in the workforce.
Right.
You know?
If you've ever done any cleaning or like,
I had my own housekeeping business years ago too.
right.
Yeah, I've always been
Right.
working.
If you can get a hold of anybody who you've ever worked for, maybe
Reference
they'll.
letters and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That
Good
will
idea.
help your resume
That's
a lot.
excellent.
Okay. So, do you have anyone for supports?
I do. I have a really excellent support system. I do have a wife. I got children. They're very supportive of me.
Okay.
But I try not to ask them to do a lot because they got their own lives to lead too. So my wife mostly would be the one that would be able to help me.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Now, does she have a vehicle that could take you to physical therapy?
Actually, she borrows a vehicle herself to get to work. So
Okay.
it's limited. Like I said, it's very difficult for rides.
Okay, so you'll definitely need either I or KV Cat, maybe somebody.
That's an idea. Yeah, maybe you could help me figure that one out.
Yeah, you can get that done. Okay, so that will be your plan for the next few months. Work on your surgery first and foremost. Get
Unfortunately, that's the first part.
right. Try to heal correctly and be where you need to be for the
Awesome.
next.
Now, can I call you if I find something else that I really could use help? Maybe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, just give the company a call. If once a month isn't working, I can come in twice a month. Or, I mean, even if you need me once a week.
Okay, it's negotiable.
It's negotiable,
Okay,
yep. And
excellent.
anything you feel you need
All right.
will be okay with
Well,
us.
that makes me feel a little better about surgery. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, so we will make a date for in a month to meet up again. And I hope your surgery goes well,
Thank you.
which I'm sure it will.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Not the toes, it hurts.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, Catherine.
Okay.